For centuries across diverse cultures, wise individuals have contemplated the true nature of happiness, freedom, and peace. Their insights, passed down through generations, offer profound guidance for navigating life's complexities. These ancient philosophies, including Stoicism, Buddhism, and Taoism, provide timeless wisdom for achieving inner peace and living a more fulfilling life. Stoicism, originating in ancient Greece, emphasizes virtue, reason, and living in harmony with nature. Buddhism, founded in India, focuses on mindfulness, compassion, and the pursuit of enlightenment through the cessation of suffering. Taoism, a Chinese philosophy, stresses living in accordance with the Tao, the natural order of the universe, through acceptance and simplicity. Though these philosophies developed in different parts of the world, they share a common thread: the potential for inner transformation through self-awareness, acceptance, and mindful action. By understanding and applying these ancient teachings, we can cultivate greater peace, purpose, and freedom in our own lives. The concept of freedom is often associated with external circumstances: freedom from oppression, freedom of choice, freedom of movement. While these external freedoms are important, ancient wisdom points to a deeper, more fundamental form of freedom: inner freedom. Inner freedom is the state of being liberated from the tyranny of our own minds, from negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and destructive emotions. It is the ability to find peace and contentment regardless of external circumstances. This is not to say that external conditions are irrelevant, but rather that our internal state of mind ultimately determines our experience of the world. Imagine, for example, two individuals facing the same challenging situation. One is consumed by anger, resentment, and despair, while the other remains calm, composed, and focused on finding a solution. The first person is enslaved by their own negative emotions, while the second person, despite facing the same external adversity, experiences a sense of inner freedom. Ancient wisdom teaches that true freedom and peace are found not in clinging to external things, but in detaching from them. This doesn't mean renouncing possessions or relationships, but rather changing our relationship to them. When we are overly attached to outcomes, possessions, or opinions, we become vulnerable to suffering. Our happiness becomes dependent on factors outside our control. Buddhism illustrates this concept with the metaphor of clinging to a rope that we mistakenly believe is a snake. The fear and anxiety we experience come not from the rope itself, but from our misperception and attachment. Stoicism echoes this sentiment, urging us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions, and to accept what we cannot control. This doesn't mean becoming passive or resigned, but rather recognizing that true freedom lies in aligning our will with the natural order of things. Section 4. Stoicism: Finding Freedom in Acceptance. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." This statement encapsulates the essence of Stoicism: finding freedom and peace by accepting what we cannot change and focusing on what we can. The Stoics developed a powerful tool for dealing with adversity known as the dichotomy of control. This principle encourages us to differentiate between what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, responses, and what is outside our control, external events, the actions of others. By focusing our energy on what we can control, we cultivate a sense of agency and reduce unnecessary suffering caused by resisting the inevitable. For example, imagine you are stuck in traffic. You can choose to become angry, frustrated, and impatient, but this will only make the situation worse. Or you can accept that you cannot control the traffic, focus on your breath, listen to a podcast, or simply practice being present in the moment. By choosing the latter, you transform a potentially stressful situation into an opportunity for practicing acceptance and finding peace within. Section 5. Buddhism: The Path to Enlightenment Through Meditation. Buddhism offers a path to enlightenment through meditation, mindfulness, and the cultivation of compassion. Central to Buddhist teachings is the Four Noble Truths, which identify the nature of suffering, its cause, its cessation, and the path to liberation. Meditation, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, cultivates awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Through consistent practice, we develop the ability to observe our minds without becoming swept away by them. This mindfulness allows us to see the impermanent nature of our thoughts and emotions, freeing us from their grip. Compassion, another key element of Buddhism, is the wish for all beings to be free from suffering. By cultivating compassion, we extend our circle of concern beyond ourselves, recognizing our interconnectedness with all things. This practice helps dissolve the ego-driven desires and attachments that often lead to suffering. Section 6. Ancient Wisdom for Modern Living. The teachings of Stoicism, Buddhism and Taoism, though ancient in origin, remain remarkably relevant to our modern lives. Their insights into human nature, suffering and the path to inner peace provide invaluable guidance for navigating the challenges of the 21st century. By integrating these ancient principles into our daily lives, we can practice acceptance in the face of adversity, recognizing that we cannot control everything that happens to us. Cultivate mindfulness through meditation, becoming more aware of our thoughts and emotions without judgment. Focus on what we can control, taking responsibility for our actions and reactions. Live in accordance with nature, finding peace and contentment in simplicity, and practice compassion, extending kindness and understanding to ourselves and others. The path to inner peace and freedom is a journey, not a destination. By embracing the wisdom of the past and applying it to our present circumstances, we can move towards a more fulfilling and meaningful life, characterized by greater peace, purpose, and clarity. The ancient teachings are not mere relics of the past, but living wisdom, capable of transforming our lives today.